Been laid off 3 times in the past 2 years, and I have some trauma, so let's talk about it. So in 2022, I left a stable job at Square. I was there for 4 years. And I went into Web3 and startups. And the first job I got had about 1,000 employees. They laid off over 800 people. I was brought into a meeting saying I was safe while I was on PTO, and then my Slack access was cut a few hours later. Second job was a startup within a startup incubator. The incubator was having some issues, but everyone told that we're safe. And guess what happened 2 weeks later? Everyone got laid off. Company after that joined immediately. They did layoffs in the first 2 weeks. Was not looking too good. Eventually got laid off from that one as well. So yeah, layoffs is something I stress about every single day. When you're doing work in an environment where there's no psychological safety, it is very, very stressful.
Just got laid off. It wasn't anything personal, they said.
And all of you interviewers do recommend moving forward. So congratulations, you made an amazing impression, and I would love to extend a verbal offer for our investigation.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
Hi, welcome back to This African Perspective. Thank you for stopping by. Okay, so we're going to be checking out videos about layoffs and how a lot of people have been getting laid off. The layoffs have been back to back to back to back. Like, it's just coming from everywhere, every angle, different places, and it's like it's just continuous layoffs every day. Like right now, tomorrow, just layoffs everywhere, and we know it's just simply because the economy is trashy and companies have gotten so greedy. And to be honest, it sucks so much because you know how the job market has become so trashy. So most people that are getting laid off are actually having difficulties with finding jobs. Before we get right into this video and check out the situation, make sure you please click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate that so much. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you would love to see more of my content. Let's get right into it.
So Dell started treating its employees like kindergartners and got school. So an update, Dell actually let go of over 12,000 employees last week in a mass layoff. Now, if you missed my original video, I was saying that Dell was incentivizing its remote workforce to come back to the office by saying, hey, if you don't come back to the office, we won't promote you. And a lot of Dell workers were like, well, we don't care. So in the wake of the layoffs, there are a lot of people just absolutely dunking on remote workers saying, well, this is what you deserve. You got what you deserve. You got fired because you didn't go back to the office. But actually, Business Insider is reporting that the people who got fired, the people who got let go and laid off, they were managers at Dell. Like, as in, they could have been the very people who came back to work to get promoted. So if this doesn't show you that companies really don't care about you, I don't know what will. The narrative about the layoffs all impacting remote workers is just not factual at this point. It's just conjecture. So it's really disingenuous for people to be saying this. At the end of the day, if a company thinks they can do your job without you, they're going to get rid of you, and it really doesn't matter where you sit.
I got laid off yesterday, so let's talk about it. First off is I'm all right. I work for an early stage startup and I work in finance. And I knew there was a possibility that this day would come. And honestly, surprising it happened sooner. I'm really fortunate to be in a good situation. The company did give us a severance on the way out. And I do have savings from a lot of the different things I've done over the past, whether it's my work or some other ways I make income. I'm a firm believer in things always happening for a reason, and I think for me, this is a really good opportunity to kind of step back in the content game as well as pursue modeling a little bit more than I have in the past. So if anyone has any finance jobs in Chicago or remote, feel free to pass them my way, but I'll keep you guys updated and plan on making content every day until I find a new job. Last but not least, make sure you always do things that keep you healthy, not only physically, but also emotionally as well.
So I have a prediction. I'm throwing it out there into the universe right now. I actually hope it really does not happen because it's coming from the news last week regarding the high unemployment rates and how long it's taking people to get a new full-time job. But I have a prediction that it's about to just get out of control. I feel like unemployment rates are just going to start skyrocketing. I feel like this snowball effect is just on the brink of happening. And even this morning, I had one of my friends call me, told me she got laid off, which was awful. And I feel so bad for her. I think I feel worse about it than she does because I just don't want her to end up like me. I don't want anyone to end up like me, being laid off and not being able to find a full-time job. Even I have another friend that got laid off a month or so ago. Like, even my local grocery store is laying off butchers in the meat department because their meat is too expensive or something like that. It just, like today, it's really hitting me and it's really scaring me, and it just makes me feel like, when are we ever gonna have job security again? When are we ever not gonna have this anxiety inside our chest that we're never gonna feel safe again? And I don't think it's gonna be for a very long time, and it makes me like so sad, but that's what I'm predicting, and I really, really, really hope I'm wrong.
So I think I'm getting laid off today. My boss sent me and my entire team a message a couple days ago to come in this morning in office, bring all of our equipment, and join a meeting at 10 a.m. called discussion. So I got the calendar invite of death, the meeting that is looking like I'm about to be laid off with my team. So I'm on the way to the office, and let's see what happens. Okay, I'm outside of the office. I'm going in. My meeting is in 3 minutes. Wish me luck. Yep, just got fired. So we're officially fun employed. This is my notice of termination. Of course, it's soaking wet because my water spilled all in my bag. Anyways, this is now a fun employed page. Follow me for more fun employed content. Please drop any suggestions in the comments of how I should spend my time now. Any really like meticulous hobbies that take a really long time to do, this is my time to shine. And also, if you have any ideas for jobs for me that require really little effort, pay a lot of money, and don't really take that much time, let your girl know, because I will be laughing instead of crying through the pain.
A lot of companies saying that they are laying off a lot of their workers, and it's just going to be so much, like they lay off so many people at once. And it's like, when they do that, I don't know if they're kind of trying to, you know, restructure the whole thing, if they're trying to, because when we go on like all this Indeed job boards, most of them, you will notice that the jobs that are being posted, the money that people are going to get paid are so little. Like, they've reduced it compared to how much prior to like 2 years from ago, how much they used to pay for that job role. You'll notice that it has massively reduced a lot. And so I don't understand. I think that maybe possibly they actually lay people off and then try to rehire some. I know they don't fill in some of the roles because they just feel like they can keep the money for themselves and they don't really need those people. But even if they need them, they just put the burden on one person. But for some of them, I do feel like maybe they are laying them off because they know they will not receive lower pay. Because you can't tell somebody who has been working and you're already paying them 60K, you're telling them, I'm going to pay you 40. And it's like, the person isn't going to work there because they want to get more, not you actually reducing it, or at least get the same that they are used to getting. So I feel like some of them actually lay people off so they can go and hire and then, you know, pay somebody less. They're trying to pay less and less. And it's like, we are in a bad economy, but all you guys are doing is actually trying to find ways and maneuver ways to pay people less.
I busted my ass and I was just laid off. These companies do not care about us. They want us to give us a 2-week notice, but yet can just fire us and ruin our lives on the spot any day that they choose. I have a 2-year-old son, no savings, which is my fault, and it doesn't fucking matter. So now I have to go back on the job hunt, and I have to get a work from home job because I have a 2-year-old that I have to take care of. Can't afford daycare. Rent is $2,500 where I live. Now I gotta find out how to pay off my lease early, because there's no way that we could afford to live here. I don't even have a computer. They just locked me out of my computer. You know, I really thought that the culture at my job was great, the best that it's ever been. And for them to just lay me off, not even based off of performance, because my manager just shouted me out today, saying I'm doing a great job, and then fired me.
About to join the Zoom meeting. Wish me luck. Hello?
Hey JC, my name's Jake. I'm with HR. I know we haven't met before, but unfortunately I do have some tough news to share.
Okay, is my manager joining?
Yeah, unfortunately your manager is unable to join, and JC, due to a restructuring, your role has been impacted and we've decided to part ways with you.
Is this based on performance? Like, what about the $50 million we just raised?
Yeah, unfortunately I can't go into details. Like I said, your role has been impacted by the layoffs. I'd love to walk you through the severance package.
Hold on. Do you have anything to say to the internet? Recording your layoff is tempting. Companies at fault, everyone will be on your side. So here's actually 3 reasons not to do it. 1, last thing you need is legal drama. Some states like California have laws against recording without consent. 2, could hurt your future job prospects. 3, you're gonna be deeply hurt, the world is small, and you don't want a negative reference.
Oh my gosh, so I literally got laid off from my job 2 months ago. I did not cry because I did not care. I didn't want to be there anymore anyways. My issue is that I've applied to over 500 jobs already, and I've only gotten 2 interviews. Why have I only gotten 2 interviews? Because the economy is trash right now. It is trash. And the job market is trash right now. Literally everyone's getting laid off and we all don't know what the F to do. When I first came to LA, I got a job in 3 days. 3 days. And I had 4 different jobs within 2 months. It's getting to the point where I'm just going to have to be my own boss and start a YouTube channel. I don't know what I'm going to talk about, but it's going to be talked about. But I will tell you that I am somebody who does not give up. I do not give up on myself. I did not make it this far to give up. So I will be figuring out how to make some money somehow.
Just a friendly word of caution. If your company out of the blue asks you to fill out a spreadsheet identifying what skills and competencies you have, or they ask you to list out all the projects you're working on, or they ask you to walk through a typical day, or if they ask you to submit a resume so that they can assess what your skills and background are, or if you meet with an HR person or a senior leader and they discuss your workload or your career aspirations, what they're doing is they're building their layoff list and they're determining whether or not you're going to be on it. If this is the case, update your resume immediately. And if you need more help getting the hell out of there, check out my site, alifeafterlayoff.com.
No. We are so brainwashed because I've been paying into unemployment for probably over a decade now. And this is the first time in my life that I've gotten laid off and needed to file for unemployment. But getting unemployment and not working, but like looking for jobs and figuring out my next move has me spiraling and thinking that I am lazy, unproductive, unworthy, all of the above. And I think that's what's so freaking wrong with our country and society and culture, is that somehow we equate that with our worth. And if we're not doing like the most, then we must be failing in some way. And I'm wondering if any other people feel this way. Unemployment is a mindset struggle, a daily one. And I'm also trying to really embrace having some freaking time off after working for so long.
It's so sad to see that a lot of people's lives are actually getting ruined from this whole layoff situation, because it's just like back to back to back. They just keep doing it and they don't really care, because we all have different situations. They don't care what you're going through. They don't care what that layoff could actually cost for you. And it's like, no, they just want more profits. They actually just feel like they need more, and they can just get rid of you and keep the money for themselves. It's just so sad that people work so hard in these jobs, and then you're nothing but a number to them. They don't really care. And to be honest, if I'm the one, like if I get laid off from a place, I'm just sincerely just gonna be like, all right, fine, I'll just leave. Because I've watched videos of some people getting laid off and then try to ask questions like, why? Is my performance bad? Do I suck? And they consistently just want to ask. Honestly, like, what are you even asking that question for? They just laid you off. I think people need to understand that regardless of what you say in that situation, nothing is going to bring you back. They are done. They've made up their mind. They've made that decision to let you go. All you can do is just say, all right, bye. Like, just, that's it. Because you trying to go back and forth with them and know if your performance had something to do with the whole situation, it's not going to make a difference. They don't care. And you possibly knew that you did your best in that role. You know you did well. But they just want to lay you off. Looking for a job now, you got to prepare yourself for months, because it just takes, like, people do apply for thousands of jobs and they just get few interviews. And even getting somebody actually, say they want to interview you is you're so lucky, honestly. Like, you're so lucky if you get that. Only if you actually have, like, you do a very good networking and you have connections with people that are actually working in a place, so they can easily just fill you in and give you the job. Because right now I think that is what most people are surviving on, because if you just depend on you just going to apply online, it's going to be crazy. Anyways guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video to the very end. I really appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you click the like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I appreciate you for doing that so much. And subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time and you want to watch more of my content. and leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think about this video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.